Well, folks, gather around, for I've got a tale to share. A tale of a maiden voyage into the wild blue yonder. Now don't get too excited. It's not a tale of swashbuckling pirates or high-flying superheroes. No, this is the story of a humble first-time flyer, and a journey that was anything but ordinary. Our protagonist, let's call him Bob. Now, Bob was a man of simple pleasures. Give him a good book, a hot cup of coffee, and a sturdy rocking chair, and he was set for life. But one day, Bob decided to step outside his comfort zone. He booked a plane ticket. A first in his life. The destination irrelevant, the journey absolutely unforgettable. Now Bob, bless his heart, had no idea what he was getting himself into. The concept of flying was as alien to him as the idea of a cat playing a violin. His idea of air travel was based solely on what he'd seen in movies. And let's just say he wasn't expecting snakes or a crying baby named Rose. His adventure began at the security checkpoint. Bob, in his innocent ignorance, packed everything but the kitchen sink in his carry-on. When asked to empty his pockets, he pulled out a collection of items that would make Mary Poppins proud. A pocket watch, a harmonica, 3 different types of candy, and a rubber duck. Yes, you heard right, a rubber duck. Don't ask, I have no clue either. Then came the part where he had to remove his shoes. Now Bob was a simple man, but he had his pride. The idea of walking barefoot on a floor that had seen more feet than a foot masseuse on discount day? Not appealing. But rules are rules, and Bob, after a grumble or two, complied. Next, boarding the plane. Bob, bless his heart, tried to open the airplane door himself, thinking it was like a city bus. The flight attendant's laughter still echoes in his ears. Once inside the plane, Bob was amazed. The narrow aisle, the compact seats, the tiny windows, it was like being inside a tin can. And let's not forget his first encounter with the airplane toilet. The less said about that, the better. Then came the takeoff. Bob's knuckles turned white as he gripped the armrest. His heart pounded like a drum in a rock band. But once the plane was in the air and the world below became a patchwork quilt of fields and houses, Bob realized he loved it. The feeling of soaring above the clouds, the thrill of the unknown, the joy of stepping outside his comfort zone, it was all worth it. So there you have it, folks. The story of Bob, the first-time flyer. His journey had its hiccups, but in the end, he discovered a new passion. And the moral of the story? Never pack a rubber duck in your carry-on. It will only lead to questions you're not ready to answer. Remember, everyone's first flight is a story waiting to happen. So, when it's your turn to take to the skies, buckle up and enjoy the ride. Who knows? You might just have a tale worth telling. And with that, we've reached the end of our little journey. Safe travels, folks, and remember, keep your rubber ducks at home. And that, friends, is how you make a first-time flyer's tale sound like an epic adventure. Now go forth, conquer the skies, and maybe, just maybe, you'll have a story as entertaining as Bob's. Until next time, keep your feet on the ground and your head in the clouds. Happy flying.